Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Conostep and this is going to be part 9 of my Viking invasion campaign where I'm playing as the Mercians. And I'm still just getting set up and ready to go to war against the Welsh here. I have not instigated the war yet. The Northumbrians did attack me 2 episodes ago and I did push them back. In fact, I did take Deary as well. And I've been trying to get a ceasefire with them. They so far have been putting off my emissary and not allowing me to get that ceasefire. He is still trying, so we will see if he can follow through here. They should not want this war. But perhaps they think that they don't really have anywhere else to expand into. They could take Gwynedd. Gwynedd is held by rebels. And there's rebels up here in Cumbria. I mean, come on, Northumbrians. What beef do you have with me? Well, anyway, they want the war for now until my emissary can get through to their king. And they should not want this war because I am powerful. I am the most powerful faction in this campaign so far, so yeah, things are going well. However, things are going a little bit slow right now just because I have armies up here protecting against this. I wanted to kind of get that ceasefire and then duck back down and basically just garrison, you know, this warrior hold with peasants and then move these armies back down. But if I move these armies back down now, like during a war, they are sure to attack again. So this feels like I have to kind of hang out here for a minute. And that's not the worst thing. That's fine. These armies can get refit from here. They're only one province away from Merse, so they can get some soldiers from Merse and soldiers from Rock and Satan as well. So this is fine, honestly. So that's happening. I'm still kind of waiting down here for the Vikings to vacate the premises here in Kantware. I have a couple armies hanging out, waiting, mostly spearmen and archers. My general is in a unit of urban militia. He's a 4-star general, but I don't want to get him involved in the fighting just because urban militia. I'm just going to start saying UM from now on. So yeah, my UM down here, they have very low armor and very low attack. So I would prefer not to get them involved in the fighting. Hopefully, whatever rebels come and spawn here in Kantware are strong enough, weak enough to be taken out by archers and spearmen. We will see. And down here, yes, I'm just going to go in and fight the Welsh. Not quite yet. I'm still waiting for a few units to come down from Merse before this army is complete. I know the Welsh should not have much here. It's just 3 units of mounted nobles, including the king himself. Or should I say royal bodyguards? I know, but I've underestimated armies before and I've gotten trounced. So, you know, they have archers, 3 units of royal bodyguards, a unit of Celtic warriors. Like that's enough meat for me to worry about. So I'm going to get an actual stack down here and I'm just about ready. It's 1 turn away before I have this Huskarl that's trained up and then I can send him down to deafness. And that's going to take 1 turn for him to get trained, 2, 3, and a 4, and a 5 turns from now, I can attack Sternew. It's actually kind of funny because, like, one of the reasons why it's like taking longer than I would like to get my armies put together is because I'm getting so many historical generals that are popping up in these units that have pole arms. Whether it's a Saxon Huskarl or a militia sergeant or urban militia, these are all generals, and I don't want to just throw them away. I don't. I would like to. I know it's overkill. Like I get it. You know, I should just be using them, you know, wherever I need them as units in other men's armies. But I don't want to lose them. Yeah, they seem like they could be important at some point. You know, like we just saw, for instance. I had a number of family members in that disastrous battle. Was it Somerset or it was in Deafness, wasn't it? When I was finishing off the Saxons, and I lost a lot. You know, now that was a bad day for me. You know, so hopefully things like that would not happen again. You would hope, right? But you never know. You never know when you need these guys to lead your armies. So it seems valuable to hang on to them and not just kind of throw them into my brother's army down here and make him lead, you know, these units that I will no longer recognize as generals, and therefore I can not really keep them safe. So that seems important, I think, to wait until I can get actual units that are not generals. And like, I don't mind using units that are, for instance, like 2 stars or 1 star. That's one thing. That's different, I think. But 3 stars and above is kind of my limit. That's where I'm like, okay, like it's a 3-star general and above. I can't waste that unit. I can't. So that's my thinking with that. Other than that, how is buildings coming along? I feel like there's nothing else to build here in South Sax. Actually, wait a minute. So I completely forgot about something. And I should start working on this, actually. Would it be Dornstead be a better place? I'm going to work on trade here. Okay. South Sax might be a good place for this. I completely forgot about siege equipment when I invaded the Saxons. Now, I was kind of forced into that fight because they attacked me. So I couldn't really focus on building up to siege equipment. But the fact that I'm this far in this campaign and I've not built a single siege equipment building is kind of crazy. So I think I need to have the first tier archer buildings that I can build the siege. Yeah, this possible upgrades. Let's see. So it's not going to tell me, but I'm assuming it's the butts, which is the archer building that I need. So South Sax, what do I need here? So this is going to, what allows me to get the archer building again? Blacksmith is a prerequisite for that and that. Okay. Is this what I need? So yeah, I need a fortified village so that I can build a butts, and a butts is going to allow me to build the siege engineer building. So let's get started there. And that is going to allow me to get some ballista trained up. Now, ballista is a pretty shitty, siege equipment, obviously, but it still will get me through a fort. And we happen to have a fort here in Puis, so... And yes, of course, it can get me through the walls of a warrior hold as well. A warrior hold, and what else do they have? A fortified village here, and they have a fort down here. Goddamn, okay. Well, I'm probably not going to have a ballista in time to help me out with that fort. I know I do have some mercenaries available in some provinces. Is it here? I thought I had mercenaries available somewhere. Maybe not. Because I thought I was capturing... Huh. Yeah, I could have swore. But maybe I do not. So, if that's the case, then what I can do is use archers and use their flaming arrows to burn down the fort. That is a total option, and I do have a bunch of archers here, so... that's probably what I will do if I do not have a ballista here in time. Up here in Deary, I can go ahead and build a border fort and a port to get started here. Now, Deary actually does have trade goods, so I can turn Deary into a trading province, and I'm working on that in a few other provinces as well, getting the trade up and going. Right now, I am making 2,500 per year. That feels decent. That's fine, but I think that getting some trade going is going to give me a nice little boost. And yeah, other than that, though, let's see. Training archers here in East Sax. Huskarls here in West... Ooh, Huskarls, yeah. Do I have any available? 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's going to be... Okay, so I can just use this Huskarl. He can come down here and he can be available to help out in this fight here in Cerniu. And that'll be 1 turn faster than this Mercian. Or this Huskarl that's trained here in Mirs. Okay, that's good. That's nice to see. And other than that, though, I think that... Maybe I should double check taxes, make sure everything's on very high. Because I did not do this before I started recording, so let's just kind of go through. Everyone's happy, paying a lot of taxes. Yep, that looks good. I do have a new princess. I'm going to send her up to either Elmet or Eflafla. Because these are the 2 landlocked provinces left on the map that I don't have vision on with my boats. Speaking of which, I have boats in every sea region, I think. Everyone? Yes. Yes, I do. So now I'm just going to continue to build boats. That's not enough. I want at least 2 in every region so that if anything is sunk during a storm, then my trade will continue. Also, I want to be able to eventually And this is going to be tough, but maybe kind of sort of compete with the Viking Navy when the end game comes around. The challenge of dealing with the Vikings in the end game really caught me by surprise when I was playing as the Irish. Like they were kind of tough to track down, and having a really powerful navy would have helped out in that. So yeah, I think it's pretty good idea to keep plugging away at having these boats out in the water. So, all right, without further ado, I think it's just time to keep moving on, and I will, of course, as I said, try to get that ceasefire with the Northumbrians, and when the time's ready, I will be attacking the Welsh here in Cernew. Now that I am ready to attack the Welsh here in Cernew, I will not be assassinating or attempting to assassinate the king because he is only a 1-star general, and I do not want him. I mean, he's going to be blocking both of his 4-star generals, which is pretty funny. So no, sir, you are going to be leading this army, and yes, you are pretty pitiful, I would think. 1-star general and 0 traits, nothing. Just the most boring king to have ever walked this earth. So, this army is ready to go, and my brother, as far as traits are concerned, is not too interesting himself, but he's at least a 3-star general, so he's at least going to be offering that to his troops when it comes to valor bonuses. In addition to that, he is also he has killer instinct, which is going to be giving him +2 valor, so he's going to be a good fighter himself. You know, he's going to be good, but obviously it would be ideal for me to not use him in combat. Other than that, though, there's really not much else he's offering as a leader. It's just going to be his command stars. But this army is ready to go here, so yes, I say we just go for it. Yes, let's declare war against the Welsh, and oh, they have lost this. Oh, this must have just, I think this just happened. Is this the civil war that we were thinking about? Yeah, this just happened. So this army has gone rebel, or declared a civil war against the Welsh. Yeah, interesting. This would be the perfect time to attack them. I mean, I already am attacking them. Let me take a peek at my armies up here and see if I have enough that's ready to go here and attack the northern Welsh provinces. No, I do not think I have what I need before I'm, to be ready to attack. These stacks are both a little bit short here, so it's going to be a few more turns left before this stack is full, and then yeah, this is like, not even close. So yeah, pretty much I just need to kind of clear out this stuff and then get these armies, free them up, get them up north so that they can help out against the war against the Welsh here. And it would be nice to free up these armies as well. This is kind of a little bit, I don't know, the Vikings are hanging on to this territory quite well, I suppose. But yeah, as soon as the rebels take over, I'll tell you, I'm coming for it. So, in any case, let's throw in this second little half stack here, just so that I have the extra archers for the siege battle afterwards. I don't think I'm going to need them for the battle itself. The battle itself should be pretty straightforward. So, let's drop a save and let's see what happens here. Yeah, so I outnumber them by quite a bit, but they do have 3 units of good heavy cav. But I have spears and I have good sharp choppy things that's good at chopping through armor, so I think that's going to be fine. Let me just make sure that I did not get my armies mixed up. Yes, they did. They mixed up my armies. I want my horsemen in my armies. Thank you very much. Which units did they take out? Yeah, you can go here, and then yeah, I don't need 4 archers. No. And that is looking like a proper army comp. Let's drop a save and let's jump on into it. I am going to be fighting in some fair weather or fine weather because I don't think they have any archers in their army, maybe just 1 unit. Well, for the other Welsh armies, I will be trying to fight in the rain though, just because they have a ton of archers in their other armies. What do they have? Just the 1 unit? Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. So let's get formed up here. Let's check out this map. Yeah, kind of some rolling hills, a little bit of forest action. As long as you don't hide in that forest. Yeah, looks like they're going straight forward. I mean, honestly, like that could be okay for me, just because fighting their cavalry in the forest would not be the worst thing. But then again, I have 5 units of cav myself, so I don't know. Tomato, tomato. So let's just creep along the right side of the map here, and let's hope that I can traverse this terrain. This looks a little bit cliffy, but then again, my cursor is not turning red, so that makes me think that I should maybe I can get through here. That'd be kind of neat. And I tend to, honestly, I feel like this is a lesson that I should learn eventually. I think that instead of, going wide and then fighting uphill with, like a third of my army, like my left flank in this instance, I think it's better to go narrow and just bully your way, with power down the side of the cliff face. I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to go about it. In fact, what I probably what I could do is take my 4 units of light cav and go wide here. And they can react quickly to any opportunities for flanking attacks. But then I can use my infantry to just bully my way forward. We are starting to get almost within arrow range of their archers. I would imagine that they have a slight height advantage on us. So let's try to make up that distance so that our guys can start shooting. And are we still out of range? Yes, we are. Their Celtic warriors, it kind of looks like their Celtic warriors might be making a move, yeah. I'm not too worried about them. I feel like the armor on my Huskarls should do a good job, although they're taking some kind of decent damage from those archers. That's a little bit concerning. Let's bring my militia sergeants up, and then, yeah, let's bring my cavalry just a little bit closer on this side, here, and then here. I mean, yeah, if they want to just like, are they gonna go? You guys want to go? Yeah, Huskarls take the charge, and then urban militia. You guys go, and then you guys go as well. Urban militia, get in, and then these urban militia, please start running. And yeah, I mean, my armor-piercing attacks can really chop through those royal bodyguards. Yeah, we are just making mincemeat out of them. So let's put you back in close formation and try to square you up. And then let's try to get you up here. Actually, I don't want to take a charge from Celtic warriors. Now with the urban militia, just because urban militia have they're too fast. They're too fast. No. All right, turn around here, and then here, and then here, and then if we need to, let's send some militia sergeants up here as well, and they can help out. And there is still 1 unit of heavy cav in the back. All right, so let's go. You guys here, and then here. Let's get after those archers, and we can just still hang back with our mounted sergeants. And our archers, are they still shooting? Doesn't quite look like it, but yeah, we can shoot at the peasants. Let's keep my general nearby to the combat so that he can provide his command boosts. And that looks like it's evenly matched. So militia sergeants go up there, and let's send militia sergeants here and here just in case. So we're driving off the archers, and yeah, let's just keep our cav nearby, because we can probably gang up on that king with our 4 units of light cav. Fearedmen can fight peasants, that should be fine. These spearmen or fearedmen can come up here. Yeah, peasants are trying to run away. It's not really going to get them anywhere. And up here, this fight looks like it was finally won. Good, good, good. And now we just have to deal with the king, pretty much. Yeah, looks like it. So we can drive them off. King wants to charge downhill. Death or glory, there we go. And yeah, fearedmen, horsemen, kind of go, go, go. That's fine, we can just dogpile in. Mounted sergeants can get around to the back and try to get a rear charge in. And then one of these units of armor-piercing warriors, maybe my urban militia. Yeah, you guys can get in here and get a little downhill flanking charge into the royal bodyguard. And then, yeah, militia sergeant, just everyone. Yeah, go, go, go. Go for it. You guys don't need to keep shooting. That's totally fine. And then, let's see, you. Let's bring the general a little bit closer. And did I not take you off? Fire at will. There we go. General's going to be a little bit closer here now, just so they can help out with his command boost. And then, yeah, let's send in my mounted sergeants. Now, they have a devastating charge. The horsemen are going to be better in prolonged combat, but the mounted sergeants are going to have a better charge bonus. Yes. So now the urban militia up here are done chasing, so they can come down here. It's just the king, I think, yeah. So come down here and help out. Just have to drag down the king. Now, I do believe that there is plenty of other family members. So I don't think this is going to be the end of the Welsh. Yes, killed 186, lost 84. That felt pretty clean. These UMs got 19 kills, lost 18 men. They got some valor. And then, let's see, these archers, 44 kills, 3 losses. Yep. Huskarls, 23 kills and 34 losses. That's a surprising amount. I need to get those guys some better armor, I suppose. Because, yeah, they were kind of dropping faster to the archers than I would have liked, I guess. So, yes, Cernia is now mine. It looks like, man, it looks like barely any units got away. That's too bad. And they actually did pay for the men that I captured. Okay, that's surprising. I kind of thought they'd be too poor. Although, I mean, it was only 94 florins, but still. And, yes, I have the happiest subjects. The Welsh have another heir. That's fine. Looks like they're dealing with another... Yeah, that Civil War army. It looks like they had attacked Gwent. And then the Vikings came in and took Defet. So that's interesting. The butts are finished here in South Sax, so now I can start building that siege engineer. Traders finished in Dornset, so that's going to be more money for me. Port is finished here in Deary. And then famine in East Angle, so income is going to be halved. And I'm going to have to check in on the population loyalty is there as well. It's never mentioned explicitly, but it's a real thing. Like for these events like disasters and stuff, you need to check the population loyalty in that province because it's probably taken a hit. Let's see. The Northumbrians are still rejecting my proposals of a ceasefire. That's classic stuff. Lord Eadwald, most charitable, so this governor is giving his province plus 20 happiness and plus 1 piety. Or he has plus 1 piety. So if the province is, what's the word? Very zealous, then it should be good for them. So how long is this going to take? 5 turns for these people to starve out? Obviously not going to deal with that. And they've like gone rebel basically. Like they're like Civil War-esque or something. I don't know. They've been cut off. Interesting. So yeah, this Civil War army is going to take Gwent. And then up here, that leaves the Welsh basically up here. Their new king has 0 command points. He has 4 influence, which is more than the last king. He is not married, so that's not good. 4 dread is good. It's going to keep his provinces in line. He's always drunk. Ooh, that's why he's bad. It's actually interesting that he has this much acumen. The fact that he's always drunk. Fast talker, that helps. I find that always drinking helps with the fast talking. And then informants. Yeah, plus 2 valor versus spies. That's probably my fault, actually, I think. Because I had a spy in one of his provinces for a while. And he probably got that trait from that. And then, yeah, killer instinct. So he's going to be a decent fighter. Although, actually... his little picture down here has 0 valor, so I don't know what's going on there. That's interesting. That's where the valor is supposed to be, right? Yeah. Plus 2 valor. Huh. I don't understand that one. That's a little confusing. But we will have to go in here and kill these last remaining men in this fort, unfortunately, but you know what, that's fine. We'll take care of that. That's why I brought all the archers. Because they can use their flaming arrows and they can burn the fort down. Hopefully we don't lose too many buildings here, because there are a lot of good buildings, you know. Abbey is making 208 florins. There's a port here, which is nice. There's a silver mine complex, which is nice. Yeah, there's some good stuff here. So it'd be nice to keep the stuff that they've built. Down here, oh, there's not much left for the Vikings. Come on, rebels, take it. Loyalty is at 132%. Let's send a spy. Let's send a spy. Lower that loyalty and try to cause another rebellion for the Vikings to deal with. So I thought I would be ready to start building the siege engineer here in South Sax, but I made a mistake. No, I did not need a butts at all to build that building. So that's like at the base game. The base game for medieval, you need to have the archer building so that you can start building the siege engineer. That's not the case here. I just need a fort. That's all I needed to get. So yeah, that's going to take another 4 turns, and then I need 2 turns to build the siege engineer. Yeah, I'm a little ways off. Yeah, it's not something that I've really focused on so far in this campaign. That's okay though. Like I said, looking at my next conquests, it's still just the fort's the most high tier building. After that, it's a keep, and then that's it. That keep is the highest tier fortification you can get in this campaign, and that is pretty much the only fortification that you really need to have siege equipment for. You don't want to go up against a keep with just archers, especially if they have upgrades. I don't actually, can they get an upgrade? Can they get defensive upgrades for a keep? Yeah, you can get a keep and curtain wall. What this is going to do, if I built this, was it would give my keep, as you can see, like right here, this is actually modeled correctly. The outer wall is going to be a wooden wall, which can be burned down by archers using flaming arrows, but then you would still need to basically hack away at the gate on the inner wall, which is like a stone, it's a stone inner wall and then like an iron gate that you can't just burn down. However, if I build this thing, then you can't use archers with flaming arrows to burn down the outer wall either. You need artillery to get through both sections. And that's the thing, even without this upgrade, that makes the walls stone, even to get through the inner wall, you probably still would rather have artillery rather than just make your men hack through an iron gate. Because then, even if you get through that, you're still just, taking fire from the inner defenses, and then you have to fight through a narrow gate. Like you can lose, I've lost battles, many battles like that when you're just trying to fight through one opening in a siege battle. Like you really want to take the time to make as many openings in that fortification as possible before you make your attack. So if you're attacking a keep, you definitely want artillery. For these things, I mean, do they even have any defensive upgrades? It doesn't look like it. It's just a fort, which is literally just a circle palisade thing. Like the main difference between a fort and all of these other fortifications is that this actually does have a gate that needs to be broken through. And there's going to be arrow fire coming out from the fort and the like inner little fort keep thing. You will be receiving arrow fire. So there is that. However, I don't know. I've been trying to pay attention to this, and I haven't quite picked up yet what the difference is between the fortifications of a warrior hold and a stockade and is it a fortified village? I can't look at it, that one. I should look at my own. Fortified village, yes. And then do I have any stockades around, or are they all? Yeah, this is a stockade. Yeah. I have not really been able to tell the difference between these 3 buildings on a siege map. They all seem like they're just a palisade with a gate in the middle. Maybe on both sides. I'm not sure, but yeah, if there's a difference, please let me know, because I should know this, but I'm still a little bit curious if I'm missing something. Anyway, moving on. Now let's go attack this fort here in the province of Cernio and get rid of these last remaining rebels. Yes, it's just going to be, I'm bringing all my archers here. So let's go. I am guessing that I can just use my archers to get the job done here, because really all I need to do is get past this fortification and then start shooting the men inside. And they have light armor. There's only a handful of Celtic warriors, which are shirtless men, and then archers, which barely are wearing more than that. So this just legion of archers is probably going to be enough to get the job done here. I will have them in loose formation though, just so that I can mitigate some of the damages that will be coming from the arrow fire in this fort. My men are now shooting their fire arrows at the gate and the stockade, and they're going to start burning this down. It's pretty effective, I gotta say. The fire arrows do their damage. You know? Like, essentially the only reason that I can think of to bring ballistas instead of archers is just because ballistas can still get some shots in from outside of range of the fortification defenses. So you will take some damage on your archers while you're getting in this way, but my goodness, it is effective. What is that? Is that the this side's already almost down? We're getting there. Now the gate's open, so now let's just take care of these poor Celtic warriors inside. There's 15 of them here. And now we can just decimate these archers and these Celtic warriors. We probably could have just shot over the walls, but you know what? I figured it was going to be more fun to do it this way. Oh, these poor Celtic warriors. Oh, these guys. Don't you think it would have been better to die on the battlefield, you know? Instead of just stuck inside of this fort here. That's it for the enemy general, so now just take care of these last 12 archers and we'll be good. One more archer left, and here comes a volley. That's going to be it. We lost 0 men, we killed 51. Job well done, province is ours. And now these armies are free, now we can bring them up. Holy shit, we pillaged a lot of money. 1,500 florins were pillaged from Cernio. That means a lot of those buildings will be destroyed, which is unfortunate. Scottish leaders died, but he has an heir who has taken over. Catholic chapel is finished here in West Sax. That's going to increase the morale of my Huscarls to +2 morale. And then Copper Mine Complex is finished here in Deafness. It was expensive. It's going to take a while to pay that off, that's for sure, but I figured why not. And then famine in Middle Angle. Goddamn, yeah, another famine. Jeez. These are Pete's. Yeah, the Northumbrians still do not want that ceasefire. That's too bad for them. They're gonna get it one way or another. And then yes, we got ourselves a drinker. Let's look at the governor, Lord Godrum, builder, +10 happiness. That's what I like to see. Let's go down here and see this governor. This title. Ooh, this is a good one. God damn. This is Prince of Cernio is going to give command, dread, loyalty, and piety. Wow. That's pretty good. That's worth checking out and seeing if I can find someone who is worthy of that. How about Egbert? Yeah, he's looking pretty good. Acumen of 4, and yeah, he's a 3-star general, so that will increase his command stars to 4 stars, and then, yeah, give him some dread and some loyalty and some piety. So what would that bring him up to? Yeah, his loyalty is already decent. Piety's, you know, fine. Dread will be, yeah, fine. How's the zeal here? 58%. So piety actually does matter here in Cernio. You're gonna bump those taxes up by a bit. Yeah, making some decent money. So let's make sure it's gonna go to Egbert. Yes. Bring it up. 4-star General Egbert, and making 455, not bad. And I probably need to rebuild that complex. Oh, I still have it. Nice. Okay, nice. That's nice. I'm glad I don't have to rebuild that because that would have cost a bit of money, as you can see. So, yeah, it would have cost another 1,400 florins. As is, I can just rebuild. Ooh, I lost the port. Unfortunately, I do have to rebuild that. But I can just port that will be fine. And then Cernio, is it anything else? Silver, and does it have, yeah, it has the iron deposits. That's good. That's good shit. Yes, so when I'm ready to start building heavy cav here in Deafness, then I can retrain them here in Cernio for that armor upgrade. In fact, wow, Why was I going to do it here in deafness to begin with? Deafness. Oh, they have iron already, so I don't need to do that. Right. So I can just do that here. There's a lot of iron deposits down here. God damn, that's good. Well, I can think of what I want to do with that then. Think of what I want to train here in Cernu. I need to find out, though, what I need to start building in deafness, just to make sure that I'm on the right track. Because, yeah, now that all of my economy stuff is finished up here, now it's time for me to start building to those mounted nobles. And I want to make sure that I don't waste time here. I want to make sure that I get the right units, because as I said in the last episode, I think I missed them in my last campaign as the Irish. I don't think I ever saw that unit. Okay, so after looking at the building tree for this campaign and seeing the build requirements for both of these heavy cav units, one being the full-size unit and one being the bodyguard unit, I can see why I sort of missed it during my Irish campaign, because they are sort of down different paths a little bit. I would like to build both types or train both types here in deafness. I would like to have a place where I can retrain my injured bodyguard units. For instance, I do have a 5-star general here with only 12 men in his unit, and I would like to have a full-strength unit for him. So, yes, let's focus on that first. So for the... Let's see, actually, I can train them here, can't I? Yeah, Royal Body... I could have trained them this whole time, because it's... Right. Because it's the same building... It's the Royal Palace. It's the same building that allows me to train emissaries and huscarls. It also allows me to train royal bodyguards. Right, okay. Well, let's just bring him here and get him retrained. I've been so focused on using Mears as a place for training, like my armor-piercing units, like my UMs and my militia sergeants. God damn it. that I kind of forgot about the royal bodyguards. But let's do it anyway. Let's get these guys going here in deafness. That's going to require a fortified... stockade first, and then a fortified village. And then, drinking hall, mead hall, fort, royal palace. Okay, we have a ways to go. We're going to be building a lot of shit here in deafness. It's gonna be a long journey here. And what can we train here in Cernio? Just agents? Okay. That's not too important. I do want to leave some men here in Cernio just to continue to garrison it for at least an extra turn or two, or at least until I can get some peasants down here to garrison this province. And of course, the border fort will help with the population loyalty as well. But just getting these units back up to Mears so that they can be retrained and, you know, refit, and they can get ready for this war here against the Welsh, which are down to one province. These poor guys, these poor bastards. But still, you know, I still need to take these provinces. It just means they will be able to mount less of an affected fence. That's pretty much it. Yeah, other than that, let's see. South Sax is working on that fort. Dornset, I don't think is doing any... I don't think I need Dornset for anything right now. Maybe for building boats in the future. Yeah, let's get that going. And is there anything in West Sax I can start building for my Huscarls? Honestly, I feel like it's time to go for keep. Yeah. Keep there. And the Vikings are still in Canterbury. Gosh darn. Just hanging on forever. And let's make sure we're still building. I think we want mounted sergeants here. I think we have plenty of fearedmen for now. Fearedmen and, quite frankly, a spearman as well from East Sax. They can get the job done with that +1 valor from that province. That's okay. So we are just a few short turns away before we are ready to attack the Welsh provinces and the former Welsh provinces here of Gwent and Puis. Unfortunately, the Vikings have snuck in and nipped Defet and Gwynedd off of them, and that's going to make things a little bit awkward. I mean, I know they've been here for a while, but I was hoping we could take Defet, but yeah. That's going to make things awkward. I would think that, you know, I didn't have an issue with, like, having to wait too long before I could take these awkward, like, back provinces off of the Vikings after they've lost them when I was playing as the Irish. But so far in this campaign, the Viking presence has felt a little bit stiffer. And I don't know if that's just my imagination or what, but it does kind of feel like they're a little bit more sticky in this campaign. Like they're kind of, they're kind of hanging around. They seem a little bit stronger, which is kind of scary considering that there's going to be a late game presence, of course, that I will have to deal with. But in any case, that is all going to have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Medieval Total War Viking Invasion. Thank you very much, and goodbye.